If you struggle with comparison, then today's video is for you. Let's get wiser together. And let's start with the wisdom. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Comparison distracts you from cultivation. What you nurture will grow, whilst what you ignore will fade. Let's look at an illustration that encapsulates this principle. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. This visual remains to this day one of my favourites, and it's because of something that James Clear once said. He has the belief that authors write the books that they personally need the most. And this illustration is one that I drew because I too need it the most. And you might need it as well. Do you ever find yourself struggling with comparison with others more than you try to improve your own circumstances? I think a lot of us can relate to that. Let's look at a saying that backs up this principle. It comes courtesy of Theodore Roosevelt, where he shares that comparison is the thief of joy. This is something that I've shared on a few different Wisers, and it's because I need to hammer the point home. When we constantly look at what others have, we lose sight of what we have been given. Joy fades when gratitude is replaced with comparison. Let's explain this further with today's explanation. It has never been easier to compare your life with someone else's, right? You can scroll for a few minutes and you will see someone with a more lucrative career, a leaner body, more extravagant lifestyle, and perhaps even better opportunities. And without realizing it, you can start to believe, if only I had what they had, my life would be better. But here's the truth. You don't need someone else's life. You need to invest in your own. Because growth doesn't come from comparison, it comes from that cultivation. So, here are 3 ways to shift your mindset. The first is to focus on what's already in your hands. You may not control your starting point, but you can control what you do with it. So your time, your energy, your skills, these things are your watering can. The second is to limit comparison triggers. Be mindful of what fuels that unhealthy comparison, whether it's social media or certain environments. Create space from what constantly makes you feel like you are behind. Or at least notice how to have a healthier relationship with these things. For example, it might be less about avoiding social media and more about being considerate about who you follow. And then third and finally is to take one intentional step forward. Instead of wishing for someone else's outcome, take action in your own life. Small, consistent steps compound over time, and that's where the real growth happens. Perhaps that one small action you could take today ought to be journaling through today's 3 journal prompts. The first is, where in my life am I comparing instead of cultivating? The second is, what do I already have that I could invest in more intentionally? And the third is, what is one small way I could water my grass today? If you want to learn more about the life-changing habit of journaling, check out journalwiser.com. I've got tips and tricks, everything that you need to know to make this a long-lasting, healthy habit. Now let's move on to today's resource, and it's a book I think I've referred to before. It's called The Gap and the Gain, and it's a book written by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. This book kind of challenges the habit of constant comparison by encouraging you to measure your progress against your past, not what someone else's present. It's a powerful shift that helps you to recognize your own growth and kind of build that momentum to stay focused on your own journey. This, along with the other books that Benjamin Hardy has done, are just fantastic and deserve a safe space on your bookshelf. They've definitely got a space on mine. If you want to learn more about where you can purchase this book, you can look at the link in the description. Alternatively, consider checking out your friendly local bookstore. Thanks for checking out today's video version of Wiser. If it resonated with you, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see more Wisers, you can check out this playlist here. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.